Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another episode of Undertale. In the last episode, we saw everything there was to do in Snowdon Town and fought Papyrus. And befriended him. We didn't, it wasn't really much of a fight, to be completely honest. He captured us once, but we got out. This time, I just wanted to show that if you come back to this room, like if you leave and come back, this weird graphic that looks kind of creepy, like a weird skeleton face or something, shows up again, even though it disappears after you beat Papyrus, which is weird. But yeah, we're just gonna continue on. I know we have something to do in Snowdon still, don't worry. There's just something to do up ahead first. Because look who's here.
Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome. She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here.
Yeah.
All that gives my life validation is explaining the Echo Flower. No one can know. Never trust a flower. That's one of the constants of this world. Never trust a flower. That's one of the constants of this world.
That's a funny bit. I like that bit. We're not gonna save here just yet, because look, it's him. It's the man himself.
What? Haven't you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm going to Groby's. Wanna come?
Yeah.
Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from my work. Over here. I know a shortcut. Best shortcut, huh? Hey, everyone. Hey, Sans.
Hi, Sans.
Greetings, Sans.
Hiya, Sansy.
Hey, Sans, weren't you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago?
Nah, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch. Here, get comfy. Whoops, watch where you sit down. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want? Burger. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Groby, we'll have a double order of burg. So, what do you think of my brother?
He's so cool, dude. I want to be just like him when I grow up.
Of course he's cool. You'd be cool too if you wore that outfit every day. He'd only take that thing off if he absolutely had to. Oh well, at least he washes it. And by that I mean he wears it in the shower. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup?
Not usually one to accept ketchup, but this time sure.
Bon appetit.
You tip the ketchup. Cap falls off and all the ketchup in the bottle pours onto your food. How liquid is this ketchup?
Whoops. Forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree Papyrus tries real hard. Like how he keeps trying to be part of the Royal Guard. One day, he went to the house of the head of the Royal Guard and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight, but the next day she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's, still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a talking flower?
I've only met one. Technically 2. We did just meet the Echo Flower, but the text is yellow.
So, you know all about it. The Echo Flower. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes, when no one else is around, the flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement, and predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. Well, that was a long break. I can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill? It's just 10,000 G.
It'll take a while at attempting the snowball game again, but just for you, buddy, yeah.
Just kidding. Groovy, put it on my tab. By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot.
It happens. Grilb said that your food is probably cold by now. Alright. That's fine. We didn't even eat anything. He gave me his burger despite the ketchup incident and then still did not eat. This child needs to consume food. Hey, buddy. So, you came back to have a date with me! You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I like to spend a lot of time. My house! That bit of him running around in a giant circle always reminds me of an episode of SpongeBob. I think where SpongeBob was helping Squidward practice for a date or something. And then SpongeBob was role-playing as a woman and gave directions to Squidward to get to a restaurant, and they just drove around the block in a circle and ended up back at SpongeBob's house, I think. It was something like that. I don't know if it's directly a reference to that, but it wouldn't be the first time this game has referenced SpongeBob in some way. This is my brother's pet rock. He always forgets to feed it. As usual, I have to take responsibility. The rock is covered in sprinkles. Welcome to Scenic My House! Enjoy and take your time. There's so much to do and see here. You touch the couch. It makes a jangling sound. You find a bunch of loose coins inside the couch. You got 20 G. We're working our way towards that 10,000 G to pay off that burger. Jesus, 5,000 gold coins for one burger. It's a dirty sock with a series of notes on it. Sans, please pick up your sock.
Okay.
Don't put it back down, move it!
Okay.
You moved it 2 inches, move it to your room!
Okay.
And don't bring it back!
Okay.
It's still here!
Didn't you just say not to bring it back to my room?
Forget it! Ooh, it's my favorite game show! It says stay tuned for a new program, MTT. What? It's usually better than this. This is just a bad episode, don't judge me. Awesome. That's the trash can. Feel free to visit it anytime. My brother always goes out to eat, but recently he tried baking something. It was like a quiche, but filled with a sugary non-egg substance. How absurd. Impressed? I increased the height of my sink. Now I can fit more bones under it. Take a look-see. What? What's that meddling canine? Curses. Sans, stop plaguing my life with incidental music! It happens. Forget it. Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing interesting with this sink. Aha! Interested in my food museum? Please peruse my culinary art show. Half of the fridge is filled with containers all labeled spaghetti. The other half contains nothing but an empty bag of chips. It happens. I've had fridges look like that before. It's a joke book. Take a look inside. Inside the joke book was a quantum physics book. You look inside. Inside the quantum physics book was another joke book. You look inside. There's another quantum physics book. You decide to stop. That's a funny quantum physics reference. Welcome to okay, I thought you would have more dialogue, but no, I have to do this first. Once you hear that ring... Wow, being a good host is a real workout! You can force him to run between that point on the floor and the kitchen over and over again if you want. A classic image. It always reminds me of what's important in life. That's true, boning is important. Cut that out, future me. The door is locked. I don't know why I read that in a Papyrus voice. That's my room. If you finished looking around, we could go in and do whatever people do when they date. Alright. Well, we could start the date, but first we have to snoop on everything. Hey, those are all the attacks I used on you. Great memories, huh? Seems like it was only yesterday, even though it basically just happened. That's my bed. If I ever get to the surface, I'd like to drive down a long highway. Wind in my hair. Sun on my skin. Of course, that's just a dream. So instead, I cruise while I snooze. Ah, yes, action figures. A great reference for theoretical battle scenarios. How do I have so many? Well, let's just say they're from a chubby, smiling man who loves to surprise people. Yeah, that's right. Santa. Not Sans. Okay, well. Isn't that flag neato? Undyne found it at the bay. I think it's from the human world. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would a human flag have a cool skeleton on it? Well, I have a theory. A game theory! I think humans must have descended from skeletons. It's a good theory. You ever think about how we have, like, most of a skeletal structure inside of us? It's crazy. That book's one of my favorites. Advanced Puzzle Construction for Critical Minds. That next book's another one of my favorites. Peekaboo with Fluffy Bunny. The ending always gets me. It is a crazy ending. I've read that one. The internet! I'm quite popular there. I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follower count. Of course, fame has a steep price. A jealous troll has besieged my online persona, always sending me bad puns in a goofy font. The computer's internet browser is open to a social media site. I feel like the order in which that text appears should be different, because how would I know that from looking at the computer tower and not the monitor? There are no skeletons inside my closet, except me sometimes. Clothes are hung up neatly inside. What if I don't want to look inside, though? It's okay to be intimidated by my fashion sense. It's Schrodinger's closet. Schrodinger's clothes? Schrodinger's skeleton? I don't know what the equivalent would be there. So, if you've seen everything, do you want to start the date? Let's do it. Okay, dating start! Dating start. Here we are, on our date. I've actually never done this before. But don't worry, you can spell prepared without several letters from my name. I snagged an official dating rulebook from the library. We're ready to have a great time. Let's see. Step 1. Press the C key on your keyboard for dating HUD. I'm on controller. I'm not. I'm on keyboard. Wowie, I feel so informed. I think we're ready for step 2. Step 2. Ask them on a date. Ahem. Human, I, the great Papyrus, will go on a date with you. You know what? Sure, why not? Really? Wowie! I guess that means it's time for part 3. I'm rolling my R's for no reason. Step 3. Put on nice clothes to show you care. Wait a second. Wear clothing. That bandana around your head. You're wearing clothing right now. Not only that, earlier today you were also wearing clothing. No, could it be? You've wanted to date me from the very beginning? You know what? I can't deny it. I may not swing that way, but something about Papyrus. No! You planned it all! You're way better at dating than I am! No! Your dating power! Don't think you've bested me yet! I, the great Papyrus, have never been beaten at dating, and I never will! I can easily keep up with you. You see, I too can wear clothing. In fact, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothes. Just in case somebody happens to ask me on a date. Behold! Yeah, what do you think of my secret style? I love it. No! A genuine compliment! However, you don't truly understand the hidden power of this outfit. Yes, I do. It's a 60 power special move with a type and sometimes power depending on the nature and IVs and EVs of the Pokemon using it. The EVs actually don't matter, but the IVs do. Generally, the best type you could probably have is Steel, just because a lot of Pokemon don't learn really accurate Steel moves. Therefore, what you just said is invalid. This date won't escalate any further, unless you find my secret. But that won't happen. While we're at this little interactive spot, I just want to say this whole sequence is most likely a reference to Ace Attorney. Everything from the music to this being like inspect to find something on a witness, which is similar to the Apollo Justice Perceive mechanic. It's pretty neat. Specifically, equivalents to songs would be this song is similar to Suspense, Dating Start, which is the song that played at the beginning of the date, is similar to Turnabout Sisters, which is Maya's theme, and then the more intense version of this music that played for a little bit is pretty similar to an Objection or a Pursuit theme. I see. You like caressing my biceps with a floating heart, but who doesn't? Holding my hand, so I'll tell you the answer. No, I must resist. Human souls are stronger than monster souls, but the soles of our shoes, on the other hand, are about the same. There's no secret to my legs, just hard work and perseverance. This shirt didn't originally say cool, but I improved it. Expert tip, all clothing articles can be improved this way. Did it originally just say dude? And if so, what is the reference? My hat? That's not what I clicked on. My hat. My hat. Well then, you found my secret. I suppose I have no choice. It's a present. A present just for you. Let's open it. Do you know what this is? Did you open your skull to show me your brain? That's right. You have no idea. You thought this appears to be spaghetti. This ain't any plain old pasta. This is an artisan's work. Silken spaghetti finely aged in an oaken cask. Then cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus. Human, it's time to end this. There's no way this can go any further. I'll eat it. You take a small bite. Your face reflexively scrunches up. The taste is indescribable. What a passionate expression! You must really love my cooking, and by extension me. Maybe even more than I do. Oh! No! Human, it's clear now. You're madly in love with me. Everything you do, everything you say, it's all been for my sake. Human, I want you to be happy too. It's time for me to express my feelings. It's time that I told you. I, Papyrus, boy, is it hot in here, or is it just me? Oh, shoot. Human, I'm sorry. I don't like you the way you like me. Romantically, I mean. I tried very hard to. I thought that because you flirted with me, that I was supposed to go on a date with you. Then on the date, feelings would blossom forth. I would be able to match your passion for me. But alas, I, the great Papyrus, have failed. I feel just the same as before, and instead, by dating you, I have only drawn you deeper into your intense love for me. A dark prison of passion with no escape. How could I have done this to my dear friend? No, wait! That's wrong. I can't fail at anything. Human, I'll help you through these trying times. I'll keep being your cool friend, and act like this all never happened. After all, you are very great. It would be tragic to lose your friendship. So please, don't cry because I won't kiss you, because I don't even have lips. And hey, someday you'll find someone as great as me. Well, no, that's not true. But I'll help you settle for second best. Oh, and if you ever need to reach me, here's my phone number. You can call me anytime. Platonically. Well, gotta go. Let's call him. Wow, it only took you 4 seconds to call me. You must be very desperate for my help. Well, do not fear. This is Papyrus's Hotful Helpline. Just describe your location, and I will describe some hot tips. So, where are you? You're still in my room? Have you heard of something called a door? Wait, don't worry. I'll draw a diagram for you. Hold up, I'm still drawing. He will be drawing forever. Until... You're in my house. Good choice. Though I guess it's technically Sans' house too. But I prefer not to discuss his part of it. His room is... It's like another world. A world where they don't know how to vacuum. You're best staying away from that strange place. Every single room in the game, for the most part, has 2 unique pieces of dialogue using the cell phone. I will do this occasionally, however, that will add a lot of time onto every episode, and for what it's worth, some of these episodes are already getting to be quite long. By this point, I've edited quite a few, and I believe 2 already have gone over half an hour, which is more than I was expecting for pretty much any episode of this series. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing it for every single room in the game. Just some of them when I think it's particularly interesting. There are only a couple I have in my brain that I specifically want to show, but those 2 were a couple of them, just because we just got his number. We can call him whenever we want. I decided before ending I'm gonna go rest at the inn and grab some items. Just taking advantage of my own words. It's always worth staying at the inn because you get more health. Which is kind of valuable in a route where we can't learn any health. Oh yeah, we can't sell items. I forgot to mention that last time. There's a sell option, but it doesn't do anything. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the monster candy and the spider donut just because, like, we have access to significantly better items now. There's not really much point in keeping those, especially when we have so much money from Ball. With that, next time on Undertale, we're going to actually head to Waterfall for real this time. See you guys then.